me and my brother play a game called Netrunner. I can't really play it with him anymore because he's too good. But
what is it? Is it a board game or a video?
Let me do. I'll try and condense this because I could talk about that all day.
Yeah.
The link was that it's set in the future. It's a hacking game. Computer hacking.
Oh wow.
And so we always make sure we've got playlists on SoundCloud of electronic music that feels particularly. The Blade Runner soundtrack is fantastic for it. Asymmetrical card game. Most card games are symmetrical. Everyone has access to the same cards. This one is asymmetrical. One of us plays a hacker, one of us plays a corporation. And my job as a corporation, I have an entirely different pack of cards to you, and they are all things I could tell you all the minutiae.
Is it a two-person game?
It's only two people. It can only ever be two people.
Netrunner.
Netrunner. Oh, you're going to love it.
And it's a card game.
Card game. So I'm the corporation, and my job is to take my deck of cards and install my cards into servers and protect those servers with something called ICE, which is like intrusion countermeasures, it's kind of defensive stuff. So I'll put a card down, face down, and over the game I will build up more and more face down cards in front of it to prevent you getting to it.
Okay.
You will build a rig, so you're doing something that looks similar,
right?
But what you're doing is you're building a computer.
Get past it.
Exactly. You have a computer and you are adding programs and software and interesting different cards. Oh, great. I can install that one for a certain amount of credits.
This sounds amazing.
Oh my God, you're going to love it. So you build up your computer until such time as you're able to break through my countermeasures, but at the same time, my countermeasures are increasing.
Right.
So I win the game by either advancing my agendas, the things in the servers.
Right.
I put tokens on them when they're still face down, and when I have enough tokens, depending on the card, I can turn it over and go, great, that's some points that I've scored.
Right.
You score points by breaking through the countermeasures and snatching away my agenda before it's scored on my side. I can also win by killing you because some of my you're
gonna kill that virus.
But I can also kill you, the person, because some of your cards require you to be physically jacked in your Johnny Mnemonic style. You've got cables coming out of your head.
Oh my God.
You've got a certain number of there's 3 types of damage you can suffer, and one of them is called, I think there's net damage, something else damage, and then meat damage. And meat damage is wonderful because you can only ever have 5 cards in your hand. There are infinite variations, but basically you can have 5 cards in your hand. And if I do you meat damage, then it reduces the number of cards in your hand as you become less able to do your job because I'm frying your brain from afar. And when you lose all of your cards, that's you dead.
Wow.
So it's going to change your life. And the thing is, it's collectible, and they keep releasing expansion packs called data packs.
All right.
But it's not something like Magic. It's not Magic the Gathering because it's a collectible card game. So everyone has access to the same cards. The cards themselves.
You just buy decks.
You buy decks. They're not random. You're not getting random ones, and as a result, there's no economy of going, well, if I spend $1,000, I can get this. It's the best card that always wins.
Yeah, as much as I like Magic, that is such a capitalistic kind of way.
It's hugely unattractive to me. It makes me not interested in the game at all.
I like playing it, but I don't have anything to prove.
Sure.
I think I got. I just bought a couple of the new set, and I got this Platinum Angel. Okay. And the Platinum Angel it's one of these cards that means that nobody can win.
Oh,
like
right,
if I can get it in my deck, right? Yep. And if I can play it, I win.
Yeah,
Either I win or nobody wins. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. And
emblazoned in a tattoo across the front of the Platinum Angel. Either I win or nobody wins. But
sew that on a pillow.
But coming back to narrative, one of the wonderful things about Netrunner, besides how finely balanced it is, because even though it's asymmetrical, it's incredibly fair. And it's very, very hard to just constantly steamroll your opponent because everyone has so many corresponding strengths and weaknesses.
Okay.
Even with the additional decks, it's very, very balanced. So these are very powerful cards, but you can only have one, or very powerful cards, but it means you have to ditch 5 others to have it.
Got it.
It is oversimplification. But what I love about it, the cards, beautiful artwork on them, and they are so narratively linked to their effect on the game. Basically, as far as the mechanics of the game are concerned, the cards could all be blank, and it's just like, right, I've got 5 X's on that and 2 Y's on that. Right. Do you know what I mean? If you just saw it in mathematical terms, there is story that perfectly matches up to the thing you're trying to do. One of the things the corporation can do is tag the runner. So one of my countermeasures can put a little blip on you that is the equivalent of me having bugged your apartment.
Right.
One of the things you can do is you can. There's a thing on the card. I think there's something you can do basically whereby you read what's going on in my servers, and the icon is a jade statue of a cat on a desk in a corporate office, and its eyes are twinkling. And the implication is that you have somehow managed to physically put something in the room that's relaying information back to you.
Okay.
So there is this whole level whereby the story element perfectly syncs up with what the actual things are doing. You know, you can tunnel underneath my deck and see what's going in there. You can sneak into it via a back.